Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Jet, and thanks for dropping by. In this video, we are going to look at how you can change the font color in InDesign. When you want to change the font color, InDesign isn't necessarily as straightforward as you might assume. From the InDesign color picker to figuring out fill and stroke colors, I've got you covered. By the way, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll get notified whenever I post videos like this. Now let's dig right into how to change the font color in InDesign. So when it comes to how to change the font color, InDesign gives us several options, and let's start with the simplest method. So using the type tool, let's do another page here. So using the type tool, set some text on your page, and if you are unfamiliar, start by selecting the T here, it's the type tool, and then click and drag to draw a text box, and this is a rectangular frame that will hold your text. With your text box created, add some type, much like you would in most word processing software. I'll just type on this one, change the font, bigger one, and I'll just use probably this font. As it looks bigger, okay. However, you are welcome to use any font you like, and you don't necessarily have to install a new font. When we change the text color, InDesign won't vary based on the font itself. So now that we have our type, how do you change the font color in InDesign? So if you look at our tools panel, you'll see the stroke and fill over here. However, if we select our text like so, and then change the colors here, for example, like this, so look what happens here. The fill color is applied inside our text box, not the text. So we need to look at these two icons over here below the stroke and fill color. So they are the essential part of how to change the text color in InDesign. So the square one, this, toggles on formatting effects container, and the T symbol here toggles on formatting effects text. So we want to click on the T symbol like this, it's highlighted, so our choices impact the text and not the container holding the text. And we can easily toggle between the tool by typing J on our keyboard. Notice that when we have formatting effects text on, the fill color looks like a T. It now changes and not a solid square anymore. So let's go back to formatting the other one. So it changes here, and if you hit on this T, it changes to a T. So this visual cue helps remind us which is active. So next, click on the fill color again, and we want it to look like a T, so we're changing the text color and not the color of the container. And this opens up, if you double click on that one, and this opens up the InDesign color picker, just like this one. And we can change the text color, and InDesign will reflect this choice. For example, maybe something like this color, and then hit OK. Now our color has been changed to match our new color choice. But what about the stroke color? Let's give that a try as well. So click on the stroke color. You'll notice that it comes to the foreground in front of the fill color. So all we need to do is click on it and choose a stroke color. So just double click on it and choose the stroke color. So maybe we can, let's try this yellow. See, it will pop up. Now, I don't know if you can see it properly, but yep, here it is. It's yellow. So notice the stroke color looks like an outline outside the text. And here's a tip for you. You can change the width of the stroke in the stroke panel. So you can just go to Window, and then Stroke. And this one will open up. There you go. Or you can also go over here, all right? So as you can see, we can also use this one, but let's say you don't want to keep this color. We can remove both the stroke color and the fill color. Under our color formatting options, we have 3 additional options when it comes to how we apply color. There's apply color. This applies a solid color to the applicable text or object. There's apply gradient, and this applies a gradient rather than a solid color to the applicable text or object. There's apply none. This will remove color from the applicable text or object, leaving the space transparent. So to remove our stroke color from our text, all we need to do is make sure that the stroke color is active, this, and then click on apply none here. Then we're left with a text that has a fill color but no stroke. But what if you'd like the opposite? There's a quick way we can do it. You can do it the same way as we did with the stroke, or you can just click on the dual arrows above on this, stroke and fill, to swap colors and fill colors. So if you do it like this, Then this takes us from text with a fill color to text that is transparent on the inside but has a visible stroke or outline on the outside. So let's take a look at the third option here too, the apply gradient. So in this example, let's swap stroke and fill color. So our text has a fill color but no stroke. Then with the fill color active, you should click on that one, select apply gradient. There you go. So sometimes the default would be black and white, but I've already sampled this earlier, so I have this color shown here. So but what if we want to use a different gradient? So luckily that's easy to do. So double click on the apply gradient button. Here you go. And this opens up our gradient panel, and we can then apply swatches here to create a custom gradient. Open up your swatches by going to window and then color and then swatches. Or if you have it already as I have here, you can just click on them. And then we can drag any color from our swatches to include it in our gradient. So for example, I want this color. I can just drag it here and put it that way. And it changes over here, as you can see. And you aren't limited to the colors listed in your swatches either. You can easily create your new color swatches by clicking on the plus sign over here at the bottom of the swatches panel, or you can also create your own gradient swatch. So let's create our own gradient swatch, and then just click on the sliders. So like so, you can put it there, blue there, and then click on add, and done. And here's our new gradient swatch, and here's our sample color. And you can use this swatch in a custom gradient, but you can also apply it to your text color. So let's go back to our text. Make sure that the fill color, this one, of our text is active. Then click on your custom color swatch here, and the colors will automatically change. There you go. And this is really handy if you know you want to use one color regularly in your document or design. And there you have it. We've explored how to change the font color, InDesign, fill color, and stroke color, and we took an introductory look at Swatches too. Now you should be able to change, add, and remove colors from your text in Adobe Indesign. Have fun with it, and you might want to check out my InDesign tutorial playlist. I have loads of videos that are beginner friendly. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful and inspiring. I would love to hear what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to give this a thumbs up and hit that notification bell. Keep watching and keep learning. I'll see you in the next time. Bye!